This is the Learning About Dogs podcast featuring Kay and Laurence of Learning About Dogs. And hi there, I'm Sue McGuire. Oh, we've been wanting to do this episode for a while. Yes, we teach sit. Yes, we teach sit. I don't mean to grind on something, but this is, if I'm going to get blowback in conversing with clients or fellow trainers, it's what do you guys hate sit so much? I'm a member of Sitters Anonymous, and I'm okay. So your point being, I was highly annoyed at it, and I couldn't figure out why. And I've just felt like, well, you're colossally missing the point of sit or not sit
Yeah,
or what.
yeah. But we had this with clickers. You know, when clickers first came out, there was a whole brigade of people that just looked at it and went, "Oh my God, that's mechanical. Oh my goodness, you can't do this. We don't do that." So they were the anti-clicker brigade. So it's almost like when there's a demand for change, it builds up a resistance in somebody to go, "Oh no, that's not right. I'm not going. I don't want to change what I believe." Yes. So I suppose you're anti-sitters. What do they call them?
The Sitters Anonymous.
Sitters Anonymous, because they
I
can't.
still teach sit, but don't tell anybody.
So they have to be anonymous about it. Yeah.
Well,
Of course I teach sit.
same
If it's
here.
comfortable for that dog to do it, and then my dogs will teach sit. The point is I won't use sit to control and suppress behavior. Yeah.
Yes.
So anytime I want my dogs to be still for a moment, they can stand still quite happily, or they can sit, or they could even lie down. You with me? I don't mind what they do. I just need stillness so I can put a collar on them, or I need stillness so I can work on their feet, or I need stillness before I open the gate. And none of my dogs sit when they're waiting to go out the gate, I can tell you. It's all
Yeah.
standing in preparation of acceleration. And this sort
Yes.
of the mindset that sit is a life skill and sit is how we control dogs and sit is obedience dogs, that is that old, it deserves to go in the bin. You know, and as soon as we can get away from that mindset, we can start to look at what is of benefit to the dog, not what is benefit to me. And I teach down and I teach stand and I teach bow. I don't like the sitting pretty one. I don't think that suits every dog either. It suits some dogs, but not others. But you know, it's moving between all these positions. So the pup at the moment is learning the difference between sit and down to sit, and he's having to learn. Or what I want him to learn is how to use different muscles in different ways to achieve different results. That is the key learning for him, not the fact that it's a sit. You know, it doesn't matter at all what it is.
So let's
So
take this off the table that yes, we teach sit. Yes, we do. What is so
yes,
wrong about
yes.
that? It
No, we
it
don't. That's even that. We don't teach sit. If a
no,
dog is comfortable sitting naturally, we will work on that and put it on cue.
right.
What we don't do is use it as the answer to everything. You know, if we go back to sort of the early 90s, if you can get your dog to sit, you can solve 90% of life's problems. My dog runs up to other people, sit. My dog jumps up at people, sit. My dog won't do this, sit. You know, and sit was then promoted as if you reinforce it enough times, you can get it happen anywhere you want. But we weren't listening to the behaviors that the dog's doing. You know, the dog that jumps up to greet because it's so desperate to get some social connection with you and your face. Sit is not an answer for that dog. Sit is just a, you know, children should be sitting at the table quietly and not talking. You know, and don't lean on the back of the chair either. That's what children are for. They're not there to have a conversation and learn and expand and blossom and, you know, be with adults. It's this Victorian idea that, you know, good dog obedience is about suppressing behavior. And then we get positive reinforcement and we can click as well for sitting. So that makes it even easier. And it was almost like a relief that, yes, I can sit because I'm doing it positively. So that excuses my need to carry on doing the sit for everything.
Yeah.
You know, how many people now would really think about teaching a dog to sit at the curb? I do have a neighbour that makes his dog sit every time a car goes past, so that if the dogs escape from the garden and he's not there and they see a car coming, they'll sit.
Okay.
Okay. What if they're in the middle of the road? Oh, I just think, wow, you know, even guide dogs don't require dogs to sit at the curb because the people stand on their tails.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like, no, let's move into the 21st century and let's start looking at what is the benefit of that dog. And the benefit for that dog is not just making you a happy person.
Oh,
making you look good,
okay.
making you win lots of ribbons. You know.
Which is, it, it is part of it, but
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
not take our eyes. I mean, I was mentioning off mic a little bit that once I tell my people, I skip sit for now, I don't worry about it. It's like this huge weight goes off people's shoulders because
yeah,
then that
yeah, yeah,
allows
yeah,
them
yeah,
to observe so much else
yeah,
that might
yeah,
be
yeah.
going on. Oh,
Oh,
when
I
did
thought
you?
I ought to teach that. I thought that was the
Yes,
measure of a good citizen, was a dog
yes,
that
yes.
sits.
Hmm.
No, not at all.
No.
In actual fact, even now with the pup going up to meet people because he's a COVID pup, it's like somebody's got a treat. What do they want to do before they give it to him? Sit. I'm
To
like, no, he doesn't sit. He's a sheepdog. Oh, okay, down. And I think that's why he doesn't sit because he's a sheepdog. No, he doesn't have to do anything. He just take the treat would be fine.
it's almost like you're having to make an excuse. Oh, they don't know how to sit.
Well, yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's infuriating, but okay, yes. So finally, yes, we teach sit, but dot 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 dot
It's
dot dot
it's
dot.
it's it's to what outcome and for what reason are we using that behavior, and it's not about showing off that we can get our dogs to look obedient and oh my god, he sits for everything. Your dog is such an obedient dog. I would hate my dogs to be labeled as obedient. But
Yes.
if they're all barking at the gate for the delivery guy, I can go, hey, shut up, guys. We'll be quiet. And they'll be quiet.
No, you
Oh, they're
have to
so
say it.
obedient. No, they're not. They're just like, okay, I've checked this out. It's okay. We're all right. Oh, good. They go, fine.
I
She's
think.
here now. So that's it.
Oh, come
Certainly
on,
don't
you
have
go
to
out to the.
sit.
You, no, you go out to the gate and go, "Oi!"
Oh, I can. Yeah.
Such a
That's when I'm
British
at the
thing.
house and they're down at the gate. But if I have to go to the gate, it's be quiet. And you'll often
Oh,
get people saying, shut up to a dog. And I go, no, no, no. Be quiet. Oh, of
yes,
course. Sorry. Wrong
yeah.
words. Yes.
We are very excited about a new course being offered by Learning About Dogs. It's called Build the Learning. Check it out. Information in the episode notes. Thanks for listening.